What's going on, guys? Today I want to talk about something exciting that looks like it is going to hopefully change the game a little bit. That is going to be Cole Bennett and him launching his Lyrical Lemonade TV YouTube channel. So, if you're not aware, Cole Bennett runs Lyrical Lemonade, and they are very well known for their music videos, their freestyle videos, and they were really in their prime in the SoundCloud era of things. They were very well known for putting people on. If they made a video for you, it kind of was a cosign for so many people that was good that they would check it out, and a lot of artists kind of blew up off of that. As time has gone on, their impact on that front is a little bit less than what it was. Not to say that they don't still make and put out cool music videos, but they've kind of stepped away from being that kind of tastemaker role, I would say. And it kind of makes sense if you look at the other stuff they've been doing, because they've not been inactive by any means. But I believe he being Cole Bennett ended up just kind of diverting his energy into some other projects while continuing to make cool music videos and such. I believe he also ended up getting some other music video directors to kind of take stabs at making projects with these artists and making cool videos. So he definitely went a little bit more hands off with that and put his energy into the All Is Yellow album, which I still think was pretty solid for what it had going on. And then also the music festival that they do every year. And obviously that is like a recurring and kind of all year process to prepare, get talent, set up the venue. All of that stuff is just kind of a constant. So definitely was keeping himself busy. But now he posted this on his story a little while ago. I don't know if there's really any other mention of it from him other than maybe like little blurbs here and there. But that is that Lyrical Lemonade TV I was talking about. And it seems the way he describes it as being a modern day MTV. And the way he describes it is going to be interviews, food shows, music shows, travel shows, and then sports shows with the question mark. So sounds like this is still somewhat in the beginning stages of what they're trying to do with it. I believe they probably have a little bit more than just a random Instagram story and his thoughts. They probably have some stuff that he's just not sharing, but it does sound like the overall image of what this thing looks like is still kind of evolving and will probably continue to grow as they just, have it mature, get more ideas and whatnot. But I think that this could be a very, very big opportunity for just so many new people. Obviously, like I just said, they were very well known for putting people on back in the day and that kind of legendary Lyrical Lemonade video cosign. But I think this is another great way to somewhat maybe combat the algorithm problem that we have today. And that is like the For You pageification of all the social media platforms. So obviously when TikTok came out, I believe they were really the only one that kind of using the For You page model, or at least they definitely saw the most success of it at that point. And so much so to the point that Instagram and Twitter and a bunch of other social media really followed suit because they just realized that that was better for retaining the different viewers or social media users that they had. So they decided to go that route, and I'm sure that those benefits that they were trying to get out of it have come, because obviously the algorithm being just so custom built to you and your preferences and what you like and don't like, I mean, it's going to do its job most likely on keeping you on their platform, which is their goal. But because of that, there's so many things that, like, even if you're interested in it, they just won't hit your radar at all because your feed is like not really determined necessarily by what you follow. I mean, if you go on Instagram right now, I would say half, if not more, of the posts that you scroll through aren't going to be from people you really follow. It's going to be from like For You page type things where it's like just these random accounts and it's feeding it to you. I mean, even before the For You page stuff kind of started happening for Instagram, they were already getting like a good amount of fire, I would say, from just the way that the posts were no longer in chronological order, the way that it started. And I think that's the way it should go back to. I think that would be best for everyone, just as far as like attention span and stuff like that. But obviously, they want to keep you on the platform longer, so they went the For You page route. And like I said, I mean, I'm sure it's working, and the user retention is higher than what it was most likely. But still, it just kind of sucks because when a cool project, whether it be an album or anything, honestly, there's a lot of times where it just kind of slips by you because for whatever reason your algorithm didn't recognize that you'd be interested in it, so it never fed it to you, and you kind of missed it. It's just like the way in the mid to late 2010s, the like on social media, it felt like everyone was just kind of aware of the big things happening because it was just the organic discussion around what people were excited by. Now, that and everyone was kind of on like the same feed, quote unquote. But now, because everyone's in their own algorithm bubble, it's just so easy to miss stuff. Like whether it be a music album, I would say probably TV shows too. Definitely different creators. Like obviously, social media is one of the main forms of media people consume now. And the way that there can be somebody with millions of followers and you've never heard of them in your entire life is kind of wild. Like obviously, there's a lot of influencers that have kind of started to hit that mark now. It's not nearly as like a much of a coveted number as it used to be back in the day. Like not to say it's not nothing, but just so many people are on social media now that it's probably a lot easier to get a million followers just by sheer volume of potential viewers you could have. So that kind of like, isn't as valuable of a number. And that number always wavered in value depending on what platform you were talking about. Like a follower on TikTok is barely even a follower for the most part because that has that specifically is like the For You page platform. Like that's the one where like most people are on the For You page, and like a lot of the times I mostly use the For You page. I'm not seeing posts from people I follow. So if someone's not going out of the way to go to the following tab, then they're probably not even going to see your post. So having all those followers means basically nothing. That's why you can go see people that got millions of followers back in the day posting now and maybe getting thousands of views if they're lucky. Like it just, the audience retention on that platform is just kind of horrible. So I can see why, like, you just get so lost in the sauce. It's almost impossible to keep your audience, or at very least is extremely difficult. So now you have Cole Bennett with his Lyrical Lemonade brand, which is still recognizable. They haven't been doing nothing. Like they're still a known quantity. They've been active, doing their thing, whether it be making music videos, making those like lunchtime freestyle videos, the music festival. Like they've been keeping their name out there and in the general zeitgeist. So I think honestly, with the history that they have of being a tastemaker and also just their continued activity up until this point, I think that they have a really good shot of being able to make a brand that helps cut through the noise and serve as like basically the Lyrical Lemonade of old. Not to mention they have like a multimedia approach for it going on. Like music shows is one thing. He's got interviews, food shows, travel shows, and sports shows, question mark, but at least 3 other shows that it sounds like he's for sure would want to make. I believe right now it's being speculated that Lil B, the bass god, he's going to be doing one of the travel shows, or at least like he's been spotted in some foreign countries, and he posted actually a screenshot of like an old school cable like channel layout, I believe. Like when you look at the guide, you can see the different shows and what's coming on. I believe he posted something like that, and it had like a Lil B travel show. I might be making that part up, but it's just heavily looking like Lil B will have a travel show through this platform. And those types of ideas can really, really work, especially if he leverages the right artist with correct fan bases. And when I say correct, I mean active. I mean like following that actually pays attention to what they're doing and will go to this platform to watch whatever show that they might be doing. Like, I know Action Bronson will probably, keep his F That's Delicious show, his own thing after what he went through with Vice. It probably just makes the most sense. Not to mention, he still gets a lot of views doing it through his own channel. So that probably financially makes the most sense for him to keep there. But that type of show is something that would be like perfect for this. And I think that most artists could really benefit from having like a side thing like that they're kind of known for and their audience appreciates about them, just because like while the music is great and all, that just provides another avenue for you to engage with your audience without having to release music. So that way when they want something from you, you have have another like alternative for them. Well, it might not be music, it could be something else that you are very passionate about and you're able to make a cool show or whatever it might be. So I think if he's able to get the right artists interested in getting a show on his platform, especially like these topics, I feel like, it's just such a wide variety, and there's a good amount of artists that could kind of probably fill out this type of lineup and make a really, really cool active YouTube channel that is just promoting, whether it be new artists, the new food, like just general culture that I'm sure Cole Bennett and the associated people on these shows enjoy and like to partake in. And it'll just be a giant ecosystem that can feed on itself, and hopefully kind of, I like, not to say you need a centralized platform to tell everybody what's cool or whatnot, but it just feels like it's a little bit more connected when everyone's kind of looking at the same thing. I know it's maybe weird to describe, but if you watched cable or were enjoying the internet before it became what it is now, you'll know what I mean. Like there's just a lack of connection now, where although everyone was all over the world, a lot of the platforms were so limited in where you could go that everyone was kind of aware of whatever general online conversation might be happening. So if this YouTube channel goes well, it could be just another thing to like put on, the general audience of hip hop, as well as these other topics, but maybe I'm guessing also who are still hip hop fans. It'll be a platform for them to go to see new stuff, hear new artists, and just get put on the way that it used to happen. But let me know what you guys think. Is this a channel that you think you would be interested in watching, just given the description that he put out there? Or do you think that you would probably just end up going to those types of shows that are from creators who are already doing it? I'm honestly curious, because I think I would check it out, but I'm also a pretty big Lyrical Lemonade fan and the brand that they've built, so I know I might be in a little bit of a biased boat here. But thank you guys for listening. If you have, like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. Peace.